welcome back to my channel Designs by Akshu. Today's video is going to be very informative for the VRAY plugin users. Yes, you heard me right. The renders which took long hours to get rendered, now it will just take few minutes to get rendered. For that you have to click on VRAY Render Assist Editor and then you have to click on Settings. Then the next thing, you have to select the type of engine you want to render your view. So I am preferring you to use the CPU engine because it gives you the difference between two type of renderings. Then you have to select the progressive rendering. Then you have to keep the quality of your rendering as high plus, and you have to keep the update effects on rapid. Then the next thing is the VRAY denoiser. The VRAY denoiser detects areas where noise is present in the rendered beauty image and then it smooths out. So we have to keep it on because this is a very good point to get high quality HD renders. You don't have to click on these camera settings because they are default ones. Then the next thing is you have to keep on the depth of field option because it's again a very good option for getting depths in your render views. You don't have to again touch the effects part. It is also a default one. And the next thing is the render output. You have to keep on the save frame option. Now you can see there are no some borders type structure, but when you select the aspect ratio to portrait, you can see some margins are coming out. Yes, these margins allow you to render only the part which is coming within this frame. Okay, the part you can see, I'll just move it here. Okay, so you can see this part, the rectangular part in the middle, only this part is going to be get rendered. Okay, and you can see a magnifying area is larger now. Okay, so if I set this in and if I render it, you will get only the area which I've selected right now. The next thing which is very important is you have to change the image width and height to 2000. This is the pixel which we are selecting. Then the next, the bottom, all these animations and environment, you don't have to change it, they are default. The next thing is you have to change the quality of the image, that is the noise limit, to 0.04, which is the good quality, and this is very important. Remember, the number which you have entered is a boon for you. Then the next thing is max subdives. You have to keep the values which I have changed right now. Okay, only these values you have to keep it to get your render views rendered in just few minutes. So these are the numbers which I have kept it. And the meaning of subdives, it means it determines your number of samples taken for each pixel. So that is the meaning of your subdives. Okay, and then you have to keep the shading rate to 2. Then you don't have to again change these parameters, only the parameters which I am changing, you have to change them. In global illumination, you have to keep irradiance map option on. Now in VRAY, the term irradiance map refers to a method of efficiently computing the diffuse area irradiance for objects in the scene. Okay, irradiance means only your main part will be focused and get rendered fast. So irradiance map give you the fastest rendering images. Then secondary rays, you have to keep it light chache, and you have to change the values of irradiance map. Remember these values which I am putting right now. So these are the values. Minute rate, you have to keep it as 5. Okay, so these are the values. You can write it down, you can note it down because these are very important. The number which you're putting up decides the time consuming for each frame which you're rendering. Then the next thing is you have to change the amount of retrace. Just keep these values. And light chache option, subdives also you have to keep it as 700. Then click on the denoiser option. In denoiser, you have the option as VRAY denoiser, and the type of RTX graphics card which I'm having is the another NVIDIA. So I'm selecting only the VRAY denoiser and I'm keeping its option as mild. I want its preset into mild, and hence you're done. These are the basic and advanced settings for your render scene. Now what we are going to do is we'll set up a scene. Okay, we'll take a proper scene and we'll try to render, and we'll see how much time it is consuming to capture your all pixels together, as we have changed it to irradiance map. So now it will consume only a little bit of time to render your image. And as well, you can see what are the type of differences you're getting by switching on your depth of field option and even not changing your other options like environment and etc. You're keeping them as default, so because those options are default and they are okay for this setting, so we have not changed it. Now we'll set up a scene like this. I'm not setting it, I'm just keeping it on, and then we'll render it. So now we have started rendering, and now we can see I'll not speed up this clip. This will be as it is. I'm not editing this part. Now you can observe that how many minutes it is taking for rendering. So just count it down. As well, you can see the difference of rendering. You can see carefully it has been rendering in a fast way. I'll zoom in. See, the pixel frame has started rendering our image. You can see how fast it is. So the settings which we have set, these settings are allowing our render view to get rendered in just minutes. Yes, so you can see the portion how it is getting rendered, and hence your views will be rendered now onwards in just minutes. Yes, these are the best render settings. So as you can see, it's still rendering. I'm not editing this part because all my subscribers should know that how much actually the time is been required to render our view after changing its main basic settings. So this is all in front of you. I'm not changing, and hence you can see that the render view has just finished the rendering. You can see the quality of the image. You can see it very carefully that it's clear, and I've not edited this part, it's as it is. And as you can see, we are successful as we have changed the settings. And now what we'll do is we'll save this image. So how to save, I'm just showing it. So you can select any sort of folder where you want to save it and select the file type, that is the JPG. Enter the file name whatever you want to keep, and then you have to click on save. So hence your file or your image which has been rendered, you can save it, or either in the settings itself where VRAY Assist Editor, in that settings we have the option of save image. Immediately after just it ended its rendering, it will be automatically saved wherever you're desiring to save it in the folder. So thanks for watching. Do like, share and subscribe please.